Hi, my name's Adam Thompson, and this is How To. Today we're going to be figuring out how to change a spare tire. Before we begin, it's important that you pull your vehicle over in a safe spot, and you're going to want to turn your hazards on so that other drivers know that you're there and that something's going on. First things first, to change a tire, you need a car, a spare tire, a jack, and a lug wrench. Where do you find a spare tire, you might ask? Well, much like this 2007 Ford Fusion, you'll find it in the trunk. Now to get to the tire, you'll have to remove the floor liner. Now with a lot of vehicles, your spare tire is going to be secured down. This one, for example, is secured in with a screw and a giant washer. Just simply unscrew that.
Much later.
Once you've got your screw and washer free, just set them aside and simply lift up and remove your spare tire. Once you get the tire out of the trunk, set it down and you can just simply roll it up to wherever your flat is. In this 07 Ford Fusion, you'll find your lug wrench in a little pouch here. To start, once you have your lug wrench out, before you even lift the tire up, it's important that you loosen up your lug nuts in a star pattern. You're going to take your jack, you're going to have to put it under the frame of the vehicle. It's important that you put it on the body frame itself, otherwise you can mess something up under the vehicle. Once your tire's cleared the ground, you don't have to go any higher. The next step is going to make sure you remove all your lug nuts.
Much later.
If you struggle on one of them, specifically the last one will give you issues, it's not a problem at all to grab the lug wrench and go ahead and give it an extra little twist or two. Once you have all 5 lug nuts removed, make sure you set them in a spot that you're not going to lose them. Now that you got all 5 lug nuts off, your tire will simply slide right off and you can just roll it right out of the way. Now that we have our spare tire, you can tell the inside that has to face the car because there'll be a large divot that'll go around your brake housing, whereas the outside will look a lot more flat compared to a normal rim. Once you got the inside of the tire in the right position, simply line it up, slide it in slowly. You'll have to find where it goes, lift it up, and slide it on. From here, you'll slowly start to put your lug nuts back on. My recommendation is getting them all started before tightening them down. After you've gotten the lug nuts hand tightened, you'll grab your lug wrench and then you're going to lower the vehicle back down. Take your lug wrench and begin tightening your lug nuts in a star pattern. It's important to note that you don't have to get them all tight right away. What matters is you move around the tire in a pattern that keeps the force on the tire consistent.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
Once that's done, your spare tire is good to go. Be sure not to forget your jack, your lug wrench, and the tire you just removed. Let's do a quick recap. Step 1, removing your spare tire, your lug wrench, and your jack. Step 2, loosening the lug nuts on the tire. Step 3, jacking the car up. Step 4 is going to be hand loosening the lug nuts and actually removing the tire. Step 5 is going to be putting the new tire in. Step 6 is going to be lowering the vehicle after you've hand tightened the lug nuts. Step 7 is going to be then tightening the lug nuts completely in a star pattern. After that, you should be good to go.